Welcome to Unleashing Human Potential, a leadership insight series from ATW Training Solutions, where we share practical leadership ideas to help you empower your people, elevate performance, and build stronger organizations. Each episode delivers a quick leadership insight you can use immediately.
I'm Todd McDonald, founder and president of ATW Training Solutions. Let's unleash the potential in you, your people, and your business. In the book Traction, the author, Gino Wickman, introduces a powerful leadership concept, delegate and elevate. It sounds simple, but in practice, it's one of the hardest shifts that leaders have to make. Because most leaders don't struggle with delegation, they struggle with letting go. Let me give you a quick example. A sales manager that we recently worked with, we'll call her Lisa, was incredibly capable. She knew the business inside and out, her team respected her, and she was working constantly. Late nights, early mornings, always busy. But when we looked closer, something stood out. Lisa was still building reports her team could handle, jumping into client issues before her team had a chance, and reviewing every detail before anything went out. She believed that she was being a strong leader by staying involved. But in reality, she was becoming the bottleneck. Here's what changed. We walked Lisa through a simple exercise. She listed out everything she did in a typical week. Then we asked 3 questions. What gives you energy and what drains you? And then the real question, what are you holding on to that someone else could do or even do better? That's where things started to click. Lisa realized that she wasn't just holding on to work, she was holding on to opportunities for her team to grow. So she started small. She delegated ownership of reporting to one team member, clearly outlining expectations and what success looked like. She gave another team member responsibility for handling initial client issues before escalating. And instead of reviewing everything, she set up checkpoints. Not control, clarity. Within 60 days, 3 things happened. First, her team stepped up. They were more engaged because they owned real work, not just tasks. Second, Lisa got time back. Time she reinvested into coaching, strategy, and key client relationships. And third, and this is the big one, her team became more capable without her needing to be involved in everything. That's delegate and elevate in action. And this idea is even more relevant today. With hybrid work, leaner teams, and increasing demands on leaders, the old model, where the leader is the hub for everything, just doesn't scale. In fact, one of the biggest trends we're seeing across organizations right now is leader overload. Too many decisions, too many meetings, too much ownership sitting in one place. And when that happens, 2 things break down: speed and development. Delegation done well can solve for both of these. But let's be clear about something. Delegation is not dumping. Dumping sounds like this. Hey, can you take this off my plate? Delegation sounds like this. Here's what success looks like. Here's why it matters. And here's how I will support you. Great delegation includes clear expectations, the right level of guidance, access to resources, and follow-up. You don't abdicate responsibility, you expand ownership. So here's a question for you. What are you doing right now that someone else in your team could own? Not just to free up your time, but to grow their capability. Because every time you hold on to work that others could do, you're not just limiting yourself, you're limiting your team. And here's the leadership truth. Your value is not in doing more. Your value is in creating more value through others. That's how organizations grow. That's how leaders scale. And that's how people develop. So here's your challenge for this week. Identify one task, one responsibility, or one decision you're currently holding on to and intentionally delegate it. But do it in the right way. Set clear expectations. Explain why it matters. Define what success looks like and schedule a follow-up. Then watch what happens. Watch your team grow. Watch your capacity expand. Watch your impact increase. Because delegation isn't about letting go of work. It's about elevating people, including yourself.
Thanks for listening to Unleashing Human Potential, a leadership insight series from ATW Training Solutions. For more leadership insights and resources to help you develop your people and strengthen your organization, visit atwtraining.com. Until next time, keep leading, keep growing, and keep unleashing human potential.